Sean, if you had to guess, how many millionaires just in the United States are there?
6,000? 40,000?
Add some zeros.
2 million?
22 million.
Holy crap.
Wow. When you think of luxury homes, what do you think about? Custom pools, spa, custom kitchen with marble countertops, heated drawers, built-in espresso machine into the wall. Or maybe you're thinking of a waterfront home. Well, that would be appropriate, and you should think that. So we're gonna talk about the top 5 coastal Virginia luxury waterfront homes that sold or still for sale in 2021 and the beginning of 2022. Let's talk about that. There were nearly 400 luxury home sales in 2021. That is twice what the sales were in 2019. There have been a ton of new millionaires all across the nation, and it has definitely reflected in the luxury market. The days on average sale got cut basically in half. I think of all of 2021 was about 17 days on market. It's crept up a little bit since then, but it still remained incredibly low. The total months of supply sits right around 3 months of supply, which again, in the luxury market, is incredibly low. Now we're gonna define luxury for about 1 million plus. Every market's a little bit different and everybody defines it a little bit differently, but basically 3 times the average. Average in Virginia Beach, $380,000. So 1 million would be about the barrier to entry there. And you know, with interest rates being still at historically all-time lows, anything below 4% is historically low. This means that the access to money is cheap. And until they start climbing above 4, 5, or 6%, the cost of acquisition of money and for these luxury homes is pretty good. This first home we're gonna talk about is on the northern part of coastal Virginia, up there up on the Cape. So not as many homes are sold there every year. 2186 Pleasant Prospect is about $16 million. I mean, it is a monster of a property. Now, it's not necessarily my taste because it's an older home, and although it's been exceptionally well taken care of, it's not something where I would put my money. But hey, I'm not in that category buyer, so who wants my opinion anyway? Now, the value of this property is mostly tied up into the land. You have something like 170 acres of incredible privacy with surrounding views of the water. And if you were looking at, like, I want a pool, I want old world architecture, I basically want not to see my neighbors, this would be an insane option. Now, it's still sitting on the market today, so it's still available, but there are a couple of historic sales here this past year that we're gonna take a look at. The wine cellar, outdoor spaces, and garage probably would be enough for at least me to consider it. Another incredible option in Virginia Beach is 1501 Oak Hill Court. This is listed right over $11 million and has insane views. Now, this one's already under contract, so it's not an option available to you. It doesn't look like they've actually closed yet, so maybe it'll fall through. Built in 2006 in just over 10,000 square feet. This is a legacy home for sure. If you're a fan of kind of coastal architecture, this one is really gonna hit the sweet spot for you. The pool and the outdoor spaces alone would make your heart throb and make you want to spend every waking moment outside. The office in this home is insane. It has actually the space underneath the desk that looks down into the space below it. You can tell someone really spent the money, time, and energy to put in little details that make the difference for these $1 million homes. There are no shortage of special touches throughout this gorgeous, gorgeous place. You have a dock with deep water access to put a center console boat. You have a craft room that is just absolutely gorgeous and basically the size of my master bedroom now. There is a master bathroom that is fit for a king and a soaker tub that is to envy. Hey, or if you and your family are looking to buy some waterfront property, or you're looking to buy that next legacy home, the Inman Home Services team would love to facilitate that move and serve you and your family. All of our contact information is down below, and you can also jump directly into our calendars with the link down in the description. 1601 Spring House Trail is a truly unique property in Virginia Beach, right around the 6 million mark. At 5 bedrooms and 6 full baths, 6,400 square feet, that is not really the only defining characteristic of this property. It's actually set out on a peninsula, and you have almost 360-degree views of the water. It is insane. There are outside spaces for any occasion. This would be if you want to watch the sunrise on one side and watch the sunset on the other. If you want to host lunch out on the covered patio so that even in the heat of summer you can turn on those fans and be covered from the blasting sun, and you can still enjoy incredible views from any angle. Now, I am an absolute sucker when it comes to lovely and well done outside spaces. The landscaping on this property alone is enough to be enviable. You have this wonderful brick entry, which gives it this sense of secrecy and specialness. There's a berm and a hedge on one side of the property, which continues that throughout. At nearly 11 acres, this is a truly unique property and opportunity in Virginia Beach that you don't want to miss out on. Now, all of these properties are going to be linked down in the description below, and if you want to search for $1 million homes, you can do so on our website at inmanhomeservices.com. Now, this next one got under contract in 2021, and it's not yet closed, but it is by far my favorite architecturally. 1357 Harris Road is a gorgeous, gorgeous property, right over $6 million, plenty of land, but let's take a look at these details and why it just sings to my heart so much. And at 15,000 square feet, it's no slouch on space. Now, whoever designed this property originally probably had a little kid at heart, because they fell in love with a moat and castles when they were young, because you actually have to drive over one to get to the house. The amount of stone, natural materials, and timbers throughout this property is insane. I love, love, love anything with natural materials in it, and this just sings to my heart song. Built-ins abound throughout this property. You can tell that they definitely hired some high-end craftsmen to come through this home, and like just the tiniest details were done perfectly. If you are a host, this one has a whole kitchen dedicated to like hosting parties. It's pretty insane. Hey Sean, did you ever watch like Beauty and the Beast or like Singing in the Rain, where they have those giant fireplaces that you can almost stand inside?
Oh yeah.
So they have one of these that is enormous. I don't know if it's quite as big that you could stand in, but it's definitely one of those things that like if I was gonna build a home, that's what I'm having installed. Built-in spa, gym, home theater room. This property literally has everything you could possibly need. In the day and age where you can actually have groceries delivered to your house, what reason would you have to ever leave? What's truly unique about this property is there is an 18 car garage that looks like a barn right next to the property. It is incredible. I'm looking at the pictures here and I'm having a hard time coming up with the right words. Now you may be wondering yourself, like, who can afford these homes? But in 2021, the actual number of ultra high net worth individuals rose by 24%. And ultra high net worth is between like 30 million and 50 million. That's kind of the barrier to entry depending on who you're talking to. What's really incredible here is that according to a study done in 2021 by Ramsey Solutions, 79% were self-made millionaires. So all of that wealth was created within one generation. Now, this next home that we're going to take a look at is in the north end of Virginia Beach, which, if you're not familiar with the area, is kind of like the premier vacation or retirement area in all of Virginia Beach. The average home sale alone in this neighborhood is around in the mid 700s. If you don't want to have to cross over Atlantic Avenue, because, you know, no one wants to cross a busy street, and if you're going to buy a forever home, you might as well spring for that extra $250,000. You're basically going to be starting at an average of $1 million. So if you love modern architecture and absolutely must be on the ocean front, this property would have been perfect for you. 8410 Oceanfront Avenue sold just over $5.8 million this last year, and there is a good reason why. Take a look at it. Every single room in this home is surrounded by windows. Just taking a look at the listing photos, you can see that like none of the lights are on. All of that comes from natural light. An elevator, custom woodwork throughout. This place is truly special. You can tell whoever built this home knew that people were coming to the oceanfront for all that light and vitamin D. And so even the kitchen itself is all white throughout to just give it that whole sense of fresh and clean and something that's vibrant and revitalizing. You can step out onto the patio on several different levels and see the ocean front, and not to mention every single bathroom in this place is like a dream bathroom shower with multiple heads that are just blasting you from every single direction. It is insane. Of course, you're going to need that if you're going to be at the beach every single day to get all the sand out. At nearly 6,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and over 5 full bathrooms, this is truly a vacation property to be envied. Now, if you're looking at making a move in or out of the coastal Virginia area, our team would love to be your real estate resource and guide. All of our contact information is down below. And until next time,